want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. This to Jarwin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
46. 56 to Mike. Under. Check 56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on second down, Prescott. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Watch 54.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Get out there. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Right there. 54. Right there. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
And this This is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
54.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Garoppolo now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Elliott. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 4. Back. Go to 54.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do it. Got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money. You gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10.
Hey.
Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, can't play with us. See what his game here taking us. The bone for my whole team, I'ma let it go like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. My frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need? Lock! I got you.
Check the backer.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Breida. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hey, let's go.
Mike, 53.
Hey, gun.
Bandit. Check.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I got this.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down.
53 is the mic.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's McCoy. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, high 7.
Now Moore. And this is caught by Watkins. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 54 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Undercrunch. Slam. Check nickel.
This is McCoy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yards.
And McCoy loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check. Sponge. No. Leo. Check. Fresno. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Off play action. Moore. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Here's Breida. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check 37. Hey, gun. Hey, check 20.
On the handoff, this is Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here we go.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Get off the field. Switch.
Now.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Watch the slip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, box truck.
More now. A final shot before break. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Score!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Watch the whip. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Wide. Get wide. No. Neil. Slam.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
56. Check 56.
Hey.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They're going to try and throw. Got some room at the 30. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
152 fighter.
Check 3. Kill.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And an alley to run. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Double time. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
Hey, Will.
57. Mike, 57. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the run.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
56. Mike's 56. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Get this worm on. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Watch the slant. Hey, Zoo. Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Go. 61, match.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Five.
57's
Good.
57.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, exit.
57. Mike,
Look at me. Zipper.
From the gun, Moore. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
21, Omaha. 21.
He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
I got you.
Now a give to Breida. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go.
56. Not here. 25. Check 25.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. He's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Moore. Throwing on 4th down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, gun. Watch out. Check.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They finished.
You don't want many can't play with us. See where this game here taking us? No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 79 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. And look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
65. Routine spill.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's into the clear. 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Ravens here going to get the football back on offense, but let's look big picture at what's going on right now. They lead the AFC North by 2 games, and I know we're only 6 weeks in, but that's a nice little cushion.
It's an excellent cushion because you had to consider going into the season, and you had to figure Pittsburgh would be right there neck and neck with them. Baltimore, you knew, would be a contender. And, of course, Cleveland was everyone's darling in the preseason. So to be 2 games clear at this point of the season, that's big for them. The best part, they can actually extend the lead. They go to Seattle, and they can play with just about anyone. Have an open week, home to the Patriots on a Sunday night game, and then a rematch with the Bengals. You have to figure at the least they win 1 of those 3, maybe even 2.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
San Francisco takes back over possession of the football. That 5-0 start that we discussed, Charles. First time that they've been 5-0 since 1990. And remember, this is a team that in 2018 won 4 games, so they've already surpassed that.
And this is what happens in the NFL. Things change, and they change in a hurry. And they had been compiling talent. Now it's stayed healthy, and they're playing really well, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And a lot of people are like, well, the Rams, how are you going to do against them in their defensive front, especially with both tackles not playing? They did quite well. This team has a lot of confidence now, and they will be a factor the rest of the season.
And you look ahead, they will go to Washington and then home for a couple against Carolina and Arizona as they try to remain undefeated.
Yeah, they could get to November undefeated and really be the story of this NFL season.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Bang, bang. Hey, switch gears. Quick the edge.
Hey, gun.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
22 jet bomber.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
I got this.
Let's bring it. Check 31.
They run for it with Breida. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 10, 10.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, here's Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his third year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Go! Give me some. Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 85 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-1 ratio here in the second quarter. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading runner. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Jackson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good convergence there. Only a yard, and it's second down.
The 36-yard line.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson flush to his right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Hurry up. Come on, boy. 56. Check 56. You run.
Now Jackson on first down. Snead's got it. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and it certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to the...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Two.
They run with Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On second and 9, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Goodwin able to haul it in. Touchdown, 49ers! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence. Of that on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Garoppolo now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will stop right around the 25. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Now it's Breida. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is Breida. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, no.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk again.
Back up. You better call back up. you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the...
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
Wait, 20.
Check 56.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Try to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama, and he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
Throwing now is Brady. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. Blitz coming in. Down he goes.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know
whisper, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, really rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as shield. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry cold as shield. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clippity, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers,
a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian, blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell, keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills, they can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check. Check hot run. Hot.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check. Crunch. Good. Here we go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So that'll back him up 5. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
57 to mine. 57 to mine. Going to 54. Line. Undercrunch. Slam.
Alert 3.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this first quarter. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
We go 46. Go. Get out there.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
54, right here. 57, Mike, 57. We're going to 54, right here. Jim. Check three. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check 6 guys.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Elliott. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 36 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
I'm coming after you.
I got you. 11.
54. Check.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Switch.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
There you go. Wide.
I got you.
Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Here's Breida. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
50 seconds to Mike. It's going to be a long...
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, 26 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
49ers 7. Brett Maher to kick off for Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but
he's got it with the 15. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 69 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Elliott. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Elliott, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
10th carry now for Elliott. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 60 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go. 120.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Just like, hey, Orville. 54. Mike 54. There's a party now.
Hey, gun.
There's a party now. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They struggled to do that.
They certainly have because when you see them approach.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got this. Motion.
Now a give to Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Here we go. 180. Right here.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, gun.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
They'll toss it to Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
56, Mike.
Final play of the half. Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 70 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
27. 25, check, 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
A first down carry by Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be...
A lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Cooper was the intended target. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC, let's rock the NFC here. Starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play has become a good thing for them. Finally, out west, how about the Arizona Cardinals?
Pretender. The division's just way too tough. There are 3 teams better than them.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.